What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and another card breakdown video. This one is going to be a little bit different than some of the previous ones, and I'll explain that in a minute. But if you guys go on to enjoy this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more content like this. We break down almost every single card that comes into the game, and in this case, even some that are technically not in the game. So before I go over Vlad here, let me tell you what this is, kind of. So they came out with signature teams yesterday, or whenever you're watching this. They came out with these teams. And buried within these teams, there is unreleased cards that are not on the market. They're not in Team Affinity. They're nowhere to be seen in actual Diamond Dynasty, but they're on these teams to kind of add depth and stuff to them. So I'm going to be going over all of the ones that I found, and I might have missed one or two, and you guys can comment below if I did, or if these are on the market and I'm just an idiot, or they're a Team Affinity and I missed it. But I'm pretty sure all of these are unreleased, and I'm pretty sure I got all of them. So these cards, not on the market. Some of these are interesting. Let's go over Vlad first, and there's a bunch of them. So Vlad here, 95 overall right fielder. He is for the Montreal Expos, which puts him on the Nationals team. And it makes that Nationals outfield very good, as they have another outfielder that I'll talk about in a minute. But Vlad Guerrero here, 107, 79 contact, 85, 68 power, so kills righties, 93 vision, really good. Obviously Vlad swung at a lot of pitches and hit the ball pretty often, so the vision is high. The arm strength puts this card over the top for me. It's 99 arm strength is elite. 70 fielding also, it's not bad, it's not the best, but the arm strength helps this card a lot in the overall department. The other thing that helps this card is speed. He's not slow. This is a pretty young version of Vlad. As you can see here on the card, he's only 27 the year that this card takes place. So 76 speed is really good. So Vlad Guerrero, unreleased, but I think this hints at potentially a signature series card, or something, at least a better version of Vlad, or even this version of Vlad being released at some point. Sticking here on the Nationals, we have a gold from last year, Desmond. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. You guys have seen this card either last year or in 2017, I believe he had a card too. And I apologize that there's like a tornado happening outside my house, if you guys can hear the wind. But it's getting pretty wild here. But Desmond here is a shortstop, the greatest National to ever lace them up, in my own personal opinion. Maybe not, but a reasonable National. At least one that definitely played for the Nationals. He's got 79, 86 contact, 65, 77 power, 65 vision, so the hittings is kind of meh. The fielding also kind of meh. He's got good fielding, good arm strength, good speed. He's a good all-around player. He's not great. I can't imagine... he's a good BR card, for sure. If they ever released him, this would be a great BR card to have at short, but apart from that, there's no real reason you would ever want or need this card. So sticking on the Nationals again, we get 95 Andre Dawson, who I'm pretty sure was in the game last year, if I'm not mistaken. He might have been like an equipment collection or something, but he looks sick. 83, 94 contact, 75, 96 power with 90 vision. He's going to murder lefties, and he's not the best hitter of all time, but he's a pretty good hitter. And you couple that here with 92 fielding and 97 arm strength. He's got a gold glove caliber glove out there in center. He's got a cannon, definitely up there with Vlad, who we just talked about. 83 speed, also really, really good. This card looks disgusting. Andre Dawson here, another card that's unreleased, and I hope we get this version of Andre Dawson, or maybe a signature version. But yeah, this card looks amazing. Alright, so now we'll fly over to the D-backs. We have Luis Gonzalez, who I'm pretty sure was a conquest reward last year. He's in the game now with this card. 87 overall. He's got 103, 98 contact, 71 and 41 power. So definitely righty killer. completely, and then just a contact guy versus lefties, but he's got 96 vision. Of course, he bats left-handed, can play all over the outfield, but I would recommend sticking him in left if you ever get there. Again, this is another unreleased card. All of these are not in the game. But you get 70 fielding, 69 arm strength, 58 speed. This card looks good, and I would be down, honestly, for a signature Luis Gonzalez. As I have a fighter jet fly over my house now, I guess. But I'd be down. I think this... I'd be down for a signature Luis Gonzalez. And I don't know that it would be a 99. I haven't done a deep dive on the stats. But it'd be interesting. Next card, 85, Gerrit Cole from the Pittsburgh Pirates. This is a 2015 card, his All-Star card. He looks not bad for an 85, 96 mile an hour fastball, 87 mile an hour slider, so it is a hard slider. He's got a knuckle curve and a changeup as well. 92 velocity, 80 break, 94 stamina. The per-nines are not bad for as low of a diamond as he is. This would be an interesting card to throw in your rotation, because I feel like if you're in the higher divisions, that speed, if you're playing someone who's not as good as, say, a top player, the speed might throw them off. So Gerrit Cole here, an interesting card from the Pirates. I forgot a national, Craig Stamen. He's a silver. I'm pretty sure this card is not in the game, but I might have missed it, so you guys can tell me if he is. This is a BR card. If he ever gets released, it's going to be a BR card. It's an interesting piece to have in that national signature team bullpen, but aside from that, I don't see really any use for it outside of BR or events. Tony Perez from the Reds gets a card. He's 87 overall. This is from his 1970 All-Star season. He's a third baseman, can play first as well. So something to keep in mind there. He has low defense. The fielding is nice. It's not good, but it's nice. The arm strength also not really where you want it for a third baseman. 47 speed is also not fast. He's a pretty good hitter though. 91, 96, 90, and 77. For the first four attributes there is not bad. 63 vision is not the best, but he's a third base option. If you're trying to build an all Reds team, he's an option. And I think this would be a good BR card if you needed a third baseman in a low diamond round. This could give you an option. So obviously there's a signature Lee Smith already in the game for the Cubs, but to put him also in the Cardinals bullpen, we have an 85 Lee Smith, and I'm pretty sure this was in his career arc last year. It's a very similar card, if not exactly the same, but all the attributes are good. I can't imagine this card ever gets released since we already have a signature Lee Smith. It just, to me, it doesn't make a ton of sense, but the card looks pretty good overall, especially for as low of an overall as it is. All of those per nines and control and velocity are all 80 or above, which you love to see. So Lee Smith, I don't know that this will get released, but it's an interesting card. Obviously, this video has to include one of the best cards that, that's on this signature team build thing that they have going. It's catcher Mike Piazza. So we have the signature for the Mets. Obviously, he's the catcher on that Mets team. But Mike Piazza here is a 92 overall for the Dodgers. So that's pretty fun. The hitting's good. So clearly it's not as good as the signature series, but the hitting's pretty good. 92, 96 contact, 74, 107 power versus lefties, 82 vision. For a catcher, those are elite stats. 75 fielding, 74 arm strength, 84 blocking, which doesn't matter at all. 45 speed is whatever for a catcher. It's not Jason Kendall fast, but it's not like Yadi Molina slow. So if Mike Piazza here, this is the same deal as Lee Smith that we just talked about. I don't really see an avenue in which this card gets released unless it's like a pennant race reward here in the next month or two. For ranked seasons, you know how they release diamonds, like Orlando Cepeda and Blake Trinan were the last two. Unless he's there, I don't really see an avenue in which this card gets released. So, but he's good. He's good. He's not as good as his signature series, but he's good. Melky Cabrera is the most interesting card on this list. Elite Contact. This could be a bench bat, to be honest, guys. So he's got 93, 111 contact, 33, 75 power, 93 vision. Screams like I need a base hit right now against either a righty or a lefty, or against lefties. You know, he's got some pop there. Obviously, this card is unreleased, but that's what it kind of screams to me. He's not going to be good in the outfield at all. 68 fielding is not the best. 68 arm strength is also not the best. 62 speed is fine, like it's passable, but he's going to be a bench bat, and I could see him being a pretty good bench bat if you're good with his swing, because the contact and the vision is so high. So if those are the only two attributes you're looking at, this card is really good. This card might be the one I'm most excited for them to release if they decide to. But it is 2018 Adam Aveeno, pre-New York Yankees, clearly. This is to be able to throw him in the Rockies pen. But this card is going to be a problem if you have him in your pen, because he's got that weird sidewinder delivery thing, and the per nines are elite. Just forget about walks per nine for a second. 105, 113 hits and Ks per nine with 74 home runs per nine is really good. 108 clutch gives you that boost you need with runners in scoring position. Aveeno is elite in every place except control. And if you are good at controlling your pitcher with pure analog, this card is going to be really good. He's going to be really hard to hit. 84 velocity is not the best, but he's got 99 break. That slider is disgusting. So Adam Aveeno, to me, is the card I would most want for them to release of this bunch. Or he's definitely the most, like, the pitcher that I would want released. And then Vlad would be the position player, maybe. Two more. To give the Marlins something, we've given them Mike Dunn, a silver, 75 overall. Not a ton to say about this card. The per nines are not great. 85 and 84 hits and Ks per nine are the strong suit. But the velocity and break is not bad for a silver. Again, BR card. I don't know that they'll release it. I don't know how they would release it, but it's something. He'd be a good card to have in the back end of your pen. He's a lefty. A lot of these cards scream BR cards to me right now. Last card here is Patrick Korbin, an 87 overall for the Arizona Diamondbacks. An interesting card. He's a lefty. Yeah, that's about all I've got to say about him. He's got 92 break, pretty average per nines. They're good, not great. All of them are like 70s or 80s. Nothing blows me away about this card. The fielding's pretty good for a pitcher, though. So Patrick Korbin here rounds out the list of unreleased cards. Guys, that is going to do it for the video. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button for more content like this. We break down every card that comes into the game, and even some unreleased cards, as you will notice with this video. But of all the cards we just covered, the ones I am most intrigued by are Rockies Adam Aveeno. That card looks disgusting, even though it's just an 85. And then Dawson and Vlad Guerrero. I think each of those cards would be sick, and then potentially that could mean they get a new signature series or something, and I think each of those cards would be disgusting as well. But that is going to do it for the video, guys, and I will catch you in the next one.